Hey, how's it going, everybody? Well-read mage, welcome to die. How's it going, Sargi? And Cinco arithmetician for the day. This isn't dog poo golf. You're right. This is not. It might as well be, though. There's a dog poo reference in here somewhere. How you two doing? Hope you're having a good day. It's a good Thursday. Things have been done. It's going well. It's going well. Have I mentioned on stream yet that I am re-hooked on Breath of the Wild? I idly checked out the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild, and I was like, I'll just play for a little bit, and then did not play for a little bit. pretty much stuck on that thing all over again. But in my defense, I'm not just gonna play through regular vanilla. I never did the DLC, so we're doing Master Mode, Nintendo Switch 2 version, getting all the DLC stuff done, Champions Ballads, Trials, and now I have much older kids to do all this stuff for me. So when I first played Breath of the Wild, I had infants. Now that I have young men, I'm like, hey, you know what? Daddy's going to go take a nap. You get all these shrines done for me, and I'll come back and benefit. How's that sound? Seems like a great plan. Parenthood. Breath of Fire of the Wild, Tears of the Dragon, Quarter Kingdom. Now that is a mashup I would totally go for. In the center of the floor are 4 colored discs, each engraved with a strange looking word. So we got Nofe, Eats, Saut, and Wuxt is this. So last we left off, if you weren't here yesterday, we have got a little puzzle to solve. This is level 4, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, level 4. So there's a lot here, I guess, that we could do, but I'm not really sure what this puzzle is exactly. It looks like warp spots that are like color coded, are A through D. I can't tell which color is which just based on this. Maybe it's A blue, B red, or B green. I'm guessing it's going to be A blue, B red, C green, and D yellow. Now, if that's the case, it seems as if we can just kind of warp between spots. But I've got to verify that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and hit Nofe. And it did warp us. So let's see. Now, we don't have Boromir in the front. That's stupid. We got to have... There we go. Okay, back to the real thing. Let's see the Duma pick spell. Oh, it doesn't want to work because I'm out. So, Gimli does not have that one. Who's got it then? Gandalf. For sure. There we go. Okay, so this warped us. No. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I don't think it did anything, actually. Would it just like... Oh, it opened a passageway. So it didn't actually warp us anywhere. It just opened a passage. Right. That's more confusing, I think, than otherwise. Hey, oh, somebody did something. Wait, Dan redeemed Black Mage. You know what? So I don't remember what these job class things do. So I think what I'm going to do is just change them all into sound effects at this point. I don't know which sound effects. Maybe they'll be vocal sound effects. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll... Well, I can't use copyrighted sound effects because we'll get in trouble with the man. So we got to watch out for that. Let's see here. No, that's the way I came. Night locusts. That's disgusting. This morning we're eating breakfast. My kids go, "Hey, I saw a bug outside that you'd hate, Daddy." And I was like, why you got to do this to me? Go back to doing the dirty work on Breath of the Wild. A black disc rests on the floor. Will you search? When you touch the disc, it begins to blink and the following words appear. Safe deposit box opened. Boromir got an item. Really? Ouch. We got gloves, looks like, and a pole arm. So let's go ahead and see what those are. And I guess we could have her check that out too. Okay, identify pole arm is a super basher, gloves, iron gloves. And, ooh, a potion of Maddi. That's actually a great spell. That's the full heal, I believe. So let's give... Bori should have the gloves, because he found them. It's only fair. Equip Sword of Knights, plate mail, iron gloves. Boom, baby. Ooh, down an AC of 1? That's cool. They can all be different fart sounds. Then you'd be on par with the rest of Twitch. Now, let's just go full-on scatological. Why put any thought into anything when we can just go for, like, 5-year-old Twitch humor here? Not that the humor itself is 5 years old, but, yeah. You know what I mean. Did you know the Switch 2 has different unlock sounds depending on what buttons you press to unlock it? I don't know that I noticed that, actually. It is. I was playing it on handheld earlier today, and I was like, can't believe this runs this well on this thing. I just saw yesterday NVIDIA. I think the video is old already, but I watched an NVIDIA talk. The CEO from NVIDIA, talking about Switch 2. It's kind of crazy. What are they stuffed on that thing? But it's like, you know what? For years, I'd heard people say that they wished, the successor to the Switch would be more powerful. And then now the refrain is that it's too expensive. Like, you cannot have both of those things. You can't have, more power, but not expensive. So what happens if I push this again? Nothing. It's just the same thing. Okay. Calcadry. Get out of here. Okay. I guess let's try the next one. Okay, where are we now? This might still be a teleportation thing that I'm just not aware of. Oh, you got stuff to do here. Katana and a heater shield. Let's see what Katana might do. The 4 face buttons all have the same original sound, but uses shoulder buttons with thumbstick. Makes new sounds. Huh. I did not know that. Same with not having an OLED at launch to make the system even more expensive. Oh, for sure. And I remember people saying, it's like, why didn't they launch with OLED? It's because they wanted to not launch with OLED so that they would sell more systems. Probably need to just get a computer for that. Something affordable, I guess. Like a laptop. That's a computer. You're not going to drag this dumb argument out of the shadows again, are you? It's all rat-eaten and dog-eared. Okay, Katana is right there. 2d4 plus 5 close. Can be used by samurai and ninja. What if we give it to Aragorn? Oh, his stuff is full. So, Aragorn, you're going to give to Gimli. No, you're going to give to Boromir the orb. Prolonged exposure to the orb of confusion causes confusion. Heater shield. I think he's already got a shield. Oh, he does not have a shield. Sword of Knights, plate armor, heater shield, iron gloves. Boom, baby. Okay, then Aragorn. I don't know if there's an easy way to tell any difference between Robber's Sword and Katana. Let me see. So, Robber's Sword... there it is. Robber's Sword 1d6 plus 4. Katana 2d4 plus 5. That sounds better. I will say I booted Steam Deck is more comfortable. The whole thing. I might order some grips for Switch 2. The Joy-Cons remain, even though they made them larger, the Joy-Cons remain some of the most uncomfortable in existence. I think they definitely sacrifice ergonomics for, the ability to turn them sideways and use it if you want to do that. But they're not comfortable to use. That's for darn sure. Uh-oh. I messed it up. Katana, scale mail, target shield. There we go. Okay. Now what? I forgot what I was doing. Do my pick. Where am I? Gosh. It's the same thing. Except now we can go this way. Black disc. The begins access gate now activated. I don't know what that means. I don't know what to do. Okay, how about C? We're gonna blow through a lot of Duma picks here. Okay. Can we go? Whoops. Can we go further then? Oh, okay. In the center of the floor, 4 color discs. No fey. So we just got to keep pushing buttons, I guess, until something meaningful happens. That doesn't look like anything happened. See. Uh-oh. Oh, man. It is hard to stay properly oriented here. You know what? I did use the OG Switch a lot handheld. At the time, I actually worked for this company where I had to go out into the community and watch people work and take notes. It was weird, but I would sometimes be out there until midnight or 1 a.m. if it was somebody, putting away carts at like a retailer or something like that. And I'd take a break and my Switch is right there in the car. So that was real nice to have. Gone through 6 set of grips for the Switch 2 already. Didn't it come out like less than a month ago? Oh, can't find one of the grip portions large enough. Okay. I thought you like wore them down. Not that you couldn't find one that was truly comfortable. Got it. I was like, how did you wear out six sets of grips? Definitely more comfortable ways to play. Yeah, in terms of controllers that I've used personally, I really find the Joy-Cons to not be comfortable. Earwigs in your veins. Oh, get them out! Is there some issues with the browser, or is following turned off on my channel? Oh no. I hope it's not turned off. You know what, Earwigs? I was having lots of difficulties with Twitch the other day. We've been talking about Switch, but not Nintendo Switch. Internet Twitch. I don't know if there's an issue with that. I'm sorry I can't help you. I appreciate you asking, taking the time to ask. That's very kind of you. But I don't know. Does anybody else know if there's any issues going on at Twitch? The other day, people were telling me they couldn't find my my page. It was like it just completely disappeared. Which, that's not a good feeling. That's a pretty bad feeling. Oh, there's nothing in there. Black disc. Access gate activated. Okay, this is going to take a lot of Duma pick use. I don't see any spot. How's it going, Dragonfire? If it's just not working, I don't know. Hopefully it's just browser issues and Twitch isn't being mean to me particularly, like, personally. But I am sorry that I can't provide more help than that. Like I said, I do appreciate you asking. We're on our road to 1,000. Really trying to push for that. I think it's doable before the end of the year. Is it like halfway through? What are we at right now? 918. 918. So we need several more. But I don't know. See if we can't hit that before the end of the 619. 619? Is that what I just said? Armin Hammer, how you doing? Okay, I'm showing 618 on, or 918 on my end. How's it going? How the heck are you? I haven't tried theirs. Oh, this is a question for... oh, it's the date. The date is 619. No, Dan, no. Come on, you could do it. We believe in you. Okay. Speaking of, here we go. Next thing. I want to say I already activated this panel. No. Okay, if I go... Oh, there's another one. So it's seriously just a matter of trying to figure out where everything's at. There's a lot of gates here and stuff. This is a bizarre area. Gorillas! Gotta watch out for gorillas. There we go. It's a teleporter. You better be darn sure it's a teleporter. Okay, because I really don't want to mess with that. You know what? We're gonna put him last. There we go. Way he's easier to jump down to. Oh, actually 2 shields. Ganoff can identify them for us. They are a heater shield. Whoops. Oh, what happened? How come he can't identify anymore? Oh, it says he's afraid? Okay. That's not useful. I guess if I had encountered 6 gorillas in a dark room like this, I'd be pretty afraid too. How did gorillas get here? How does anybody get here? That's the... but that's a good question, though. 100 men versus 1 gorilla debate finally gets settled. It's 6 Lord of the Rings wanderers versus, what was that, 6 gorillas? Obviously us. I mean, we won. We've got plot armor. Teleporter traps always make me nervous even to this day. As soon as I read teleporter, I was like, I am nervous as heck. Redwing and James, welcome to the stream. How are you? Hopefully you're having a great day. When that debate was going on, I wondered if the humans could form a ball and overheat the gorilla like those bees do to wasps. Can humans form a ball? I don't know. That's some help from Clint Eastwood. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Intruder alert. Oh, it's an encounter. Armor eaters. They're dead. They're dead. Vapor coil. Disarm that vapor coil. Huzzah and hurrah. Gandalf found a sword. He should be able to do the thing now. It's another robber's sword. So next NPC that we find, I'm going to go ahead and see about doing this stuff. Wait. Okay. Access gate. This is really a difficult room to get through. This reminds me of... Okay, so it's got to be here. This reminds me of the teleporters in Eye of the Beholder that they paired with tiles that would change the direction you're facing automatically. That was tough to deal with. So are we in the same spot? Yes, just facing a different direction. Got it. There's another one. This could take a cool minute to get through. Okay, another one. Access gate. Is this the one that had the... I don't know if this is the same room that has the thing. Oh, it came up not too long ago. If an enemy dies, do you whiff on any remaining melee? And you do. You evidently do. make sure that I haven't done this room before. Oh, I have not. So this is a new area. Black disc. Gandalf got an item. It is some kind of shield. Crested shield. Is that good? 100 humans rolling over the gorillas like a tire. They're just Katamari Damacy. Type of bee that kills wasps by climbing onto it and vibrating until they raise the temperature high enough to cook it. I feel like humans can't do that, but I'd love to see them try. I think that would be interesting. The John Carpenter room? Wait, I'm missing some kind of reference here. It is cursed. I just see that here on the list of things. So it says defense against dragon resistant to fire and frost. Invoke 0 petrifies character. Holy smokes. Great shield though, but yeah. Oh, we've got a petrification cure, right? Oh, the thing is in the John Carpenter room. Yeah, but how did we get on John Carpenter? John Carpenter reference. Oh, Madi. Okay, so it's not so bad. We could go ahead and put that on somebody. Who needs a shield? Aragorn has got a target shield. Gimli does not have a shield right now, but he's got a scroll of petrifying. So that's pretty handy. Why don't we go ahead and do this then? He's going to give Gandalf the scroll of petrifying. And then Gandalf is going to give the crested shield to Gims. Crested shield. And then Gims is going to put that thing on. Cursed. Plate mail, crested shield. Cursed. Cursed. Yes. No, I didn't want to equip that. I shouldn't have equipped that. Sure. No. Yes. Okay, what do I have here? Petrified Demon. Oh, I put it on. I can't take it off. Right here, right? That was the thing. Okay, status petrified. Whatever. Let's go ahead and use... I'm going to use item. Scroll of petrifying. What? Okay. Let's try that a different way then. Use. Scroll of petrifying. Spell. No. Isn't there like a read? There is. There it is. Read. Oh, holy crap. What the... Oh, I said the thing. I don't remember that. Oh, it's an offensive petrifying spell. That makes sense. Okay, well then. We'll use Madi. Let's see. There it is. On Gims. And he's fine. Walk it off, Gimlu. Alright, back to where we were. Stuff. Hey, how come there's a negative sign now on Gimli? There. I'm not sure what's causing that. Oh, he's getting... His health is going down, for one. A gang of thieves surrounded you. Rick the Pick. Thieves. Katu that. Arwen. Rick the Pick is charmed. Hi. Psst. Want some information? Sure. Psst. Lala Mumu is an Egyptian. What? Try that again. Lala Mumu is an Egyptian. Okay. Her stuff does decrease HP by the step. Found that out the hard way. Now that's interesting. That is interesting. We'll have to definitely watch out for that. So let's see. We've got thieves here. Anything special that I need to do with these folks? I'm not seeing anything specifically on the map. They've got a couple of expensive weapons and a glove. Oh, they're trying to steal from me? I believe you said Lalamumu is an Egyptian. It's true. If that's a reference to something I don't know. I kind of want to smash these folks and just take them down. But I don't know. Are they wearing kilts? Or is that a tunic? Maybe it's a skirt. Yeah, anything to do here before I exit? Thieves got a thief. It's true. It's in the, I mean, you know, it's in the name. The dude's name is Rick the Pick. Lockpick, pickpocketing. It's not Rick the Toothpick. It's not a dress. It's a kilt. It's a wee kilt lad. So, yeah. Do I need to do any tips for the thieves? Tips for the thieves. The thief. Nothing of note. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and run then. Leave. Thank you very much. Access gate activated. Let's see if we can't figure out where anything is now. Oh, he's out of Dumapix. Okay. So, actually, this way. Looks like there's something. Wandering warlocks, leave them alone. Black blades. That's unfortunate. That was probably a cool sprite, but it really blended into the background. Could not get a good look at it. Oh, that's the wrong inspector. Vapor coil. Huzzah and hurrah. We got a flail and a helmet. Identify that thing. It is a brass salé. Oh, he can actually use it. So that's cool. We'll go ahead and do that. And then, who had the other thing? There's a flail right here. It's just another morning star, but that thing's worth its weight in gold, so I'm going to hang on to it. Oh, fire drakes. We'll try and, I don't know. Easy. Cheating with a Game Genie code. Easy. This game's so easy. It's sure if you like blow up their levels to level 30, which is what we did. How about ites? Save deposit box opened, and we got an item of some kind. A ring. Uh-oh. Ring of Froz. Auto-corrupt got me in trouble with automod. Oh, that's a shame. That's a darn shame. Our HP stopped dropping with the... Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, look at that. It's gone. Huh. Josh Pritt. How are you, Josh Pritt? Ring of Froz. Like Frozzy Bear, I guess. I don't know. Ring of Froz. Let's see what it does. Froz. Resistant to fire. Invoke. Fully magic charged. 9s in all spell slots. Well, that's pretty cool. If I'm reading this right, you get resistance to fire, and if you invoke it, there's a 100% chance that it'll fully charge 9s in all of your spell slots. Sounds like what you get. Sounds like what you get off you leave something of freezer freeze. Oh yeah, like freezer burn, right? We ought to start calling that Froz collectively. Josh Pritt, I think you and I have chatted before on here. Eh? Is that right? If not, I'll happily introduce myself. That's my favorite thing to do. I guess, is just introduce myself. I always look for an opportunity. Oh, it came back. Look, there's the little minus sign. Let's try South. I don't know. No, not that spell. Do my pick. Okay, so that's not it. I don't think that did anything. Oh, maybe it did. Access gate now activated. This I could not do this section without a map. It would just have to be like random until something happened. This is a little on the brutal side for navigation purposes. Oh, it was an encounter. Assassins. I love how they were just hiding in a box, waiting for somebody to show up. Could have been waiting a long time. Legolas found a sword and armor. So I'm getting pretty full on items here. Like almost everybody. Oh no, I think everybody has got stuff here. So let's have Arwen. No. We got to do that the other way. Let's have Arwen hand off some of this stuff. And then Legolas can go ahead and trade Arwen the axe, sword, and armor. And then Arwen, you can, whoops, go ahead and ID that. Axe is a battle axe, sword is a katana, and armor is the armor of knights. Cool. One of those guide-needed situations? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because anytime in these games, these little like isometric first-person dungeon crawlers, anytime there's like a tile that does something weird when you step on it, I'm just like completely lose all sense of direction. A compass in this game would be huge. A mini-map would break it wide open. Okay, let's see. Armor of Knights is going to be pretty dang good is what it's going to be. I would say let's put that on Gimli because he's cursed, right? So he's got plate mail. What is Aragorn rocking? Scale mail. But nobody has any more room for stuff at this point. So I'm going to need to... Oh, no, he's got stuff room. So, Gimli, you trade him. You give Legolas the thing and that thing. And then Leggy gives... Oh, is it Arwen? Yeah. Trade Gimli, Armor of Knights. Yeah. We were cursed. I got it. I don't remember what that does. Oh, it's the petrified. Darn it. Okay, that's the last time I'll mess with that. Until we get out of this dungeon. There we go. He's all better. Let's save again just in case the party explodes for no reason. And get our sense of direction. Here we are. So, right across the way there ought to be a little room of some kind. Warlocks. Hey, I used those guys for the thumbnail today. Dragon's Asp. Okay, I was hoping it wouldn't be another item. And now, let me see. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess I could go... I'd try and figure out how to get the right-hand direction to open up. That was not it. There it goes. No. How about this one? Here we go. That was like the first time this kind of made sense to me at all. Access gate as anticipated. Which is going to mean another use of this just to see where it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. So we're going to want the left-hand wall to open up here. Check this out. Yeah. That way. There we go. Progress. I'm learning. I'm learning. Fire Drake. Fire Drake advances, even. Let's see. I was just playing Game Boy Dungeon Crawler. Oh, hang on. There's a trapless chest. Found a pole arm. Okay. Just playing a Game Boy Dungeon Crawler called Mysterium. Really good and cryptic, but there was a couple spaces that would rotate you when you walked. Oh, yeah. The rotating tiles I'm not a huge fan of. Kind of busy work games they don't have time to play. I hear that. Tried to play Romance of Three Kingdoms again recently, but realized I don't have enough time and don't care enough about it. Mr. Temper would be seething if he heard he's a big fan of Koei stuff. But yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough. This one in particular, I've had to like restart virtually from scratch. Not even like legitimately from scratch, like losing items and everything. Quite difficult. Randomly losing not a... Yeah, I don't know, because now it's gone, right? So I wonder what the trigger is. Like, see, it's back now. Oh, there was just straight up nothing in that room. I'm going to run out of Duma picks. Okay. So... This way. I don't think I've been... Oh, this looks important. Let me see. If I just let me see if I can figure out where we are on the map here based on this. And oh yeah. Mario time. It's always Mario time in this house. A sign upon the door reads, "Ye Gold Vault." Door's locked. Hang on. I forgot how to pick a lock. Pick that. Oh, you know what? I bet you this is the gold key that we went to such pains to get. Let's try that. Gold key. Haha and huzzah. Thank goodness. Oh, double locked. Thank goodness for... Oh, triple locked. Thank goodness for color-coded keys. Wee. Beating the game and getting stuck at the very last thing. Had to look up a guide to get it credits. Oh, that is painful. After you went that far. Let's see. So there's something in here. There's something. We better save first just in case it's something bad. You never know. Did it save? I don't know. Yeah, it saved. The room is bare except for a small stand with a tiny box and two great big statues looking nonchalant. Will you search? There's a button in the box. Oops, you accidentally pressed it. Oh, the gold statues came to life. Hey, that's a slick looking sprite right there. Like they actually tried to do like that metallic gold chrome effect right there. I think that's pretty ambitious. But they should be fairly easy to take care of, methinks. We'll just do a couple of these and I think that'll be it. A mysterious tunnel. I don't know that I missed anything here. Tightly locked indeed. Somebody was very paranoid. Sure. Okay. The Hall of Mirrors. So, it looks like we're on the same floor. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, Super NES sprites could indeed get pretty detailed. These sprites in particular, I think, are gorgeous. They look like paintings. A hall of mirrors, ladies and gentlemen. A hall of mirrors. So let's see where kind of it dumped me out. Okay, I see. So there's a teleportation point in this area that will warp you right back to the initial space where you drop in. And that feels pretty bad. But I think what we're going to want to do is get to this one hallway exit. It looks like there's one exit here. SNES port of Wizardry 1, 2, 3. Oh, you mean the Super Famicom port, right? I mean, thank God that's not on Super Nintendo. Thank goodness it was not in the West. I would not want to have to play 3 more Wizardries on this list. Having tried to make some games for Pico 8, I've had my eyes open to the hard work that goes into that art. For sure. Absolutely. I really love pixel art. I love pixel artists. I think they do great stuff. Very tricky, though. Something like this, which was clearly like the artists drew the pixels over like a traditional piece of art. Or like in early Final Fantasy when they would draw pixels over Amano's art. I think that's really neat. Okay, so let me get my bearings here first and see where I'm at. Okay, we're right there. So now look. Let me see here. Right. Okay. Huh? Oh, I see. I see what the map is doing. Let's see. I could do this. What a diabolical Hall of Mirrors. Oh no, that was the warp, wasn't it? Darn it. Okay, let me see which direction I'm facing again. Oh, we can identify this too. Polearm, it's a halberd. Ooh. Is that better than what I'm using on these characters? Halberd. 2d4 plus 5. That doesn't immediately strike me as better. Could be better than the Morning Star. That's 2d4 plus 2. But I think I'm already using better stuff anyway. Let me double check. Aragorn has got a katana. Gimli has got the runed flail. Boromir, Sword of Knights. Yeah. We won't worry about that. Okay, Arwen. Cast that. Do my pick. Thank you. Right. So. Hall of Mirrors, ladies and gentlemen. Hall of Mirrors. I was up too high. That's what I did wrong. Okay. All right. So, turn this way, down, that way. 1, 2. This way, 1. This way, 1. This way, 1. 1. This way, 1. This way, 1. This way, 1, 2. This way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're out. Woof. Woof and howdy. Go all the way down. Out of the Hall of Mirrors. A large totem of many strange faces stands before the doorway. The eyes from one of the faces seems to be watching you. After a moment, one of the mouths begins to speak. The illusion of future, present, and past seduces all to believe that each moment will last. But the pulse of the heart and each measure of breath draws a man from his dawn unto his doom. Why didn't they make that rhyme? As promise of summer becomes winter of wrath, as sun becomes father along the invisible path. Name this illusion, this future past cross, and the spell will be broken while all illusions are lost. I didn't catch that. I did not catch that. The damage ranges of 6 to 12. Basically, you're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older. Whee! Every moment. If I take one more second, it'll be one more second further away from infanthood than I have ever been. So, I'm tempted to just say time. I don't know. See what happens. Totem says you may pass. All right, that was it. Time is but an illusion is something it seems like this sort of game would do. Do my pick. Yeah. Should just be around here. A massive door made of solid steel looms from the west wall. Centered upon the door is the gleaming face of an ivory skull. I don't see no skull. Door's locked. Door's locked, y'all. Ivory skull. I don't see no skull. Door's locked. Door's locked, y'all. Okay, we need a different key that I do not have. So we'll just rid ourselves of this place for now. We do know that the answer to the riddle is time. Inscribed upon the wall are these strange figures. Lean? Loon. Lean. I don't know. It looks like L-I-I-N to me. I don't know if anybody else sees anything else. Just says inscription, so... there should be a door of some kind. Of a couple different kinds up ahead. We're going to go this way. Carved upon the east wall is the laughing face of an ugly demon. Oh, this is where you got to do the thing. Petrified demon. Use that. Probably didn't need to equip it or something. I don't know. I'm pretty confused as to how certain items work and others don't. There we go. Holding the small figure before the mocking face, you anxiously wait. Suddenly, a coppery mist pours from the mouth of the carving and forms itself into a fiendish image. In a tinkling voice, it warns, "As my spirit protects these walls, so my flesh something." A secret door emerges from the wall. All right, we did it. I didn't catch what he said there at the end. Some of the text seems like it time scrolls quickly. Yeah. We got to get through here, and then there's a character around here. There we go. A beautiful woman sits cooing upon a little chest. Will you search? The woman watches in earnest as you open up her little box. An encounter. Uh-oh. Hopefully I didn't do that wrong or something. Copper demon. We've got a couple different things here. Gandalf, you can go ahead and just annihilate these mains. And you can go ahead and do that to the Calkidri. Oh man, they're all taking damage. Mains. Watch it, Legolas. Rainbow Ray. Magnetics. No. No. We got a card. Oh my gosh. What did we lose? Tell me we didn't lose anything. Last time the magnet thing screwed me up hardcore. We did not lose anything. I think that's good. Cool. Hello, cooing is such a weird word. It is. I use it all the time. You cool with my pigeon? Are you cooing with my pigeon? How's it going, Shvetty? Welcome to the stream. The stream of streams. Thanks for joining us today, by the way. I hope everything's good for you. I'm sweating buckets here trying to play this game. Oh, we can't even use the Ring of Froz here on our wizard anyway. So who can you use that on? Mages only. That sucks. Just mages? But I got wizards. I got wizards. All right, I'm over it. We got a card of some kind. Who picked up the card? There we go. What a card. We are full up on items. What does Catino do? I don't remember. Let me see. I got my spell list here. Come on, spell list, load. Catino is put one group of enemies to sleep. Well, I'm not super interested in that, so we'll drop that. And then Arwen, you can trade the, I guess, battle axe. I don't know. And then, oh, you know what? Go ahead and use the Scroll of Mahdi on Legolas so he gets his healths back. And then that frees up a little more space for us. Okay, and then trade to Arwen the card, and that is going to be... Dun dun dun, moment of truth. It's the Jack of Spades. The Ace of Spades! The Ace of Spades! Who else played Tony Hawk Pro Skater? Love that game. You had to be there, though. I tried playing the remake that they did with, I think it was Tony Hawk 1 and 2. May have been 1, 2, 3, all bundled in one thing. And I was like, I don't really want to play this anymore. I only wanted to play it in the 90s, I guess. Okay, we got the item that we needed to get. And now we need to go someplace else, I guess. Oops. There we go. We're out. From here... From all the way down here. Now there should be friggin' whites. Barrel whites. Legolas found armor. And once again, completely full on stuff. And I don't really want to be full on stuff. So I think I will... dump some stuff. Well, let's get rid of this and this, and then keep the petrifying. Oh, here's a broken item we can get rid of, and a heater shield. I don't really need that. Okay, really just saving the other stuff for sale once we find an NPC that will buy stuff from us. Arwen, use identify. It is a shiny chain. Geoff Entertainment. How's it going? Jeff Entertainment. Jeffer. No, I can read that. I can. Do you ever... Okay. Jeffertainment. Did I say it right? Is this good? THPS was so fun. Yes. We didn't have the same magic of fun for short bursts. I feel like... that magic was just like a distinctly 90s thing. I got it first try. Not quite. Not quite. I always I always mispronounce Jeff with a G as Geoff, and I know it's not pronounced Geoff. And I really try, but every time I see it, your name is like a Wizardry puzzle. It's true. It's true. Are you a Wizardry fan? I don't know that you've popped in here before. I can't recall us chatting. Beg your pardon if we have chatted before. If there's anybody new here, my name's Moses, aka the Well-Read Mage. We're playing through every Super Nintendo RPG. That's every RPG released in the West. Oh, you're new? You're new and the mod. Every RPG released in the West for the Super Nintendo during its lifetime. So no Live Alive, no Bahamut Lagoon, none of that stuff. Just for the sake of simplicity. We've got about 9 left. Recent fan of Wizardry would only be the first game on Super Famicom. Well done, first of all. Well done. Vibe on this is true, too. So this is Wizardry 5, right? Heart of the Maelstrom on Super Nintendo. Thank God, the only Super Nintendo Wizardry. I still got to survive 2 Ultimas and 2 Might and Magics. Secret of the Stars, New Horizons, Spike McFang, Paladin's Quest, and Terranigma. I think that's it. We're actually like really close to finishing this challenge. Not all are on stream, but anyway, that's the whole spiel. Oh, Shiny Chain. What is this? Shiny Chain. We're using a ton of guides. Did you use guides? No shame, first of all. Let me say, we don't guide shame here in the Well-Read Mage chat stream thing. I'm using guides for this because I would like to finish it before the end of the year. So it seems to me that it's fine to use a guide for something like this. Fully acknowledging that, yeah, that's going to change a lot about how we play the game. Okay, this is armor. It is a -4 to AC. Wow. So, why not? Arwen, why not? Why not? Go ahead and you can... Oh, she could use the Morning Star to Shiny Chain. There we go. Oh, it took the place of armor. Got it. So who else could use Shiny Mail? Oh, we could have Gandalf use it. So let's go ahead and drop this. Joff, I almost did it again. Jeff, hope you're a Lord of the Rings fan. We got a Lord of the Rings motif going on here. We're going to drop this, and then we're going to trade this to Gandalf. There we go. And then Gandalf, you can go ahead and put that on there. There you go, bubby. We did it. We did not use a guide. Wow. Oh, you do guide shame. This is a bad bit of behavior. You're including European RPGs, but not... Yeah, so everything released in the West for the Super Nintendo. So not... Basically making a distinction if it was on the Super Nintendo, yes. If it was on the Super Famicom, no. So all Super Famicom exclusives, no. And that's really just for brevity. It's not a quality thing. There's issues like how am I going to play some Super Famicom RPGs that don't have fan translations? That could be tricky, right? But 47, 46 Super Nintendo RPGs by my count gives me a pretty good amount to get through. That I think is manageable. Without, inviting like 120 extra Super Famicom RPGs. That's a lot. But reference the manuals for other platforms, had some ideas from videos, general culture. Okay, got it. So this is my first Wizardry ever. We tried the blind playthrough for like half of one stream, and I think the first chest killed a character, so that was fun. Yeah, and guides are cool. I like non-spoilery guides. So like what I'm trying to do is just look at a map and be like, okay, there's something here. I'll go there. I don't know what it is. But other times, like when it saves you having to get items out of order or something like that. Woof. Pojo-sama, how's it going? Hey, it is Wizardry. This is on our goal to play through all the Super Nintendo RPGs. Hardest RPG on the Super Nintendo that I have personally played so far. We got 9 left. Did default to using the name Gimling your playthrough? Oh, hey. Nice. I think, you know what? I think we just became best friends. Anybody who uses a Lord of the Rings reference is going to get some extra friendship points. Okay, so let's save this thing here and Try and remember where I am. It does get your heart pounding. It does. It's interesting because we were playing a frustrating game before this, Uncharted Waters. Have you played that one? And I think Cinco Play, I was chatting with in private, not to spoil a private conversation, but just in brief, we kind of figured out that like this just isn't as repetitive. Like there's new things that are happening. There's new puzzles that I'm encountering. Like the little tile puzzle thing earlier with the 4 colors, that was pretty novel. It helps keep it on the interesting side. Okay. You said this is your first Wizardry. It is my first Wizardry. Yes, Pojo-sama. It is my first. So to my great shame. But I always say, in all seriousness, I always say, you know, there's a lot of games. Can't play everything. But you could try. So I'm catching up on stuff. I'm catching up on Wizardry. Not super familiar with the Ultimas. I've played some of them before, briefly, back in the day, and then recently played Runes of Virtue 2. Not including that on my list because I really do think that's an action adventure. But I do have Blackgate and False Prophet that we're going to need to get to eventually. Okay, there should be a door here. See, something like this, like I don't know how I would find this without a guide. Or without at least a map. Because you could try like this wall and there's nothing there. Or you could try this wall and there's nothing there. Maybe you could try every wall. But that could take a long time. Couldn't it? First playthroughs are blessed. Thank you. Thank you. We always try and say here a good phrase that I encountered from Hungry Goria, if you're familiar, who said, you only get one first playthrough. So it's special. It's sacred. We try and make it as spoiler-free as possible. But for a game like this, again, I don't know. I don't know how you could reasonably get through this without some assistance. So again, all the more props to you for making it through that Wizardry that you played without a guide. I don't know how much kind of cultural help or anything, cultural knowledge I had about this one before getting into it. I don't know that I knew too much about Wizardry. I knew that that my favorite Wizardry is Final Fantasy 1. That's about it. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I think I went the wrong way. Slashy, how's it going? Am I mapping on graph paper? No. Because since I'm doing a challenge here, trying to get through all of these RPGs, I can't camp on this one for months on end. And I feel like as wonderful as going back to doing the graph paper from childhood, as wonderful as that would feel, it would be too time consuming, especially with streaming. I'd have to stop and do all that. So trying to get these done at a decent pace. But this one is a toughie. It really is a toughie. Let me see if I can reorient myself here again. So this is that inscription, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I need to go. I need to go this way. Hello, nurse. I didn't even notice that until you said it. Let me see. What else did I miss? Yeah, how are the NES Wizardries? Pojo-sama mentioned it. Your heart of Maelstrom. Oh, there it is. Beautiful word to say, Maelstrom. These games weren't made to be played in a few weeks on stream. Meant to be played for months. Oh, for sure. I think if I played this game and tried to beat it without a guide, it would probably take me a year, or close to it. If you map on graph paper, some of the mysteries reveal themselves, but understand why people. Yeah, it's a time thing for sure. Just trying to get through this without doing like 50 streams. As I only stream for 2 hours a day, essentially. I'm on every weekday at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I don't do these very long marathon streams that some streamers can do. I've seen some people stream for like 10 hours. I can't do it. We did a charity stream when the Maui fires happened. I'm Hawaiian, so that was important for me to do a Maui charity stream. We watched through the entirety of Final Fantasy X's cutscenes, and I think it took 8 hours, 8.5 hours, something like that. It was long, and I was talking the whole time. I was exhausted by the end. I don't know how people do that all the time. Let's see. What makes you think it appreciated floor? For sure. Absolutely. Finally be the first Gex. Hey, congratulations on the Gex completion. PS version of 2 doesn't have the exclusive N64 levels. Oh, that's a shame. It was convoluted than this one, but no less painful. Famicom Wizardry 1 was a good port. The second one was too hard. I know we were talking about this previously. Wizardry 1 for Famicom had English built into it, right? Something like that. I think it was you that were telling me about this too. Let's see. There ought to be something here. Secret doors. So how would you, with just graph papering, how would you find this secret door? Like, would you have to check every wall at a certain point, or would you think that you missed something on a previous floor? I'm wondering how long it would actually take me to figure out that that's what I needed to do. Okay, do not lose items to magnetics, please. There's armor, and Arwen picked up a polearm, which is another halberd. And Boromir, you can go ahead and send her this armor, and let's see what it is. It's a Armor of Knights. Ooh, another one of those. So let's give that to Aragorn. Who, I guess we can just drop this robber's sword. Trade to Aragorn, the Armor of Knights. Oh, he can't use it. Uh-oh. Okay. So Gimli, I really don't want to mess with Gimli because, well, he's already got an Armor of Knights on. And there's plate mail there. So let me see which one may be better or not. So I'm not sure how easily I can tell from the game itself. Oh, I guess there's the just the AC difference. That's it, huh? Plate mail, Armor of Knights is better. So that's what we're going to do. Aragorn trade to Boromir, Armor of Knights. Was it Boromir? I want to say it was. Sword of Knights, Armor of Knights. Oh, he's all knighted out. He is. If you map it on graph paper in this big unexplored hole, you want to go. Well, how would you know that it's a hole though? That's what I'm curious about. Need a lot of graph papers. This game broke the 2020 grid. Ooh. All 3 had English. Okay. How much longer do you think you got on this one? I know you're pretty frustrated. The answer to you to not be frustrated. There's a case in point Slasher's comment, right, of not playing this game forever. I don't know how much longer. Usually I have a good sense for like a linear game. I don't know how close I am. If people in chat who are familiar with Wizardry 5 had to put a percentage on how far into the game you think I am, let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay. Yeah, how would you know it's an unexplored hole though? I guess. When you fully map out where you can go, there's usually an obvious blank area, so you only need to do checking along those walls. I mean, looking at this map, I don't know if it would be super obvious to me, or if I would think it's on the other side of this map, because this is a really long map. It's not a wide, or like, it's not like a cube-shaped map. This is almost like an L-shaped map. So I don't know if I would see that. What section of the book where you use a Famicom low-complexity dungeon crawler to encourage people to give paper mapping a try? Well, for something low complexity, especially on Famicom, that seems like that would be much more doable for sure. 30 to 45, darn. Because it's not on your map, so it's a hole. But how would I know it's a hole versus just solid rock, right? Like, look at this. Look at this. I don't know if you can look at that right now. But like, yeah. If there's these two doors right next to each other, I don't know that I would see a hole. Also get used to the tricks of the game. You try things. So it's still like a shot in the dark, essentially, right? Like you could have maybe an educated guess. This area alone has got 2, 4, 6 secret doors kind of all bunched up together. Oh, 7, 8. Yeah, that could be time. Okay. It's like when you see a suspicious wall in DKC. Maybe. There's no telegraphing in this at all. I don't see anything. I think in like Donkey Kong Country there was no telegraphing either, right? Let's see. So we actually want to go this way. And then I'm going to come up here. So see, we've got two doors here. And it is at the end of a hallway. So there's that. I don't want to mess with you guys. You get out of here. And I would like to go this way. The wrong inspect button. Always gets me. Yeah, keep an eye out for Cinco Plays book. Cinco, do you have a link that you could share with us to the website where they can sign up for the email? It's like a newsletter notifications, right? I believe so. If you've got that, please do go ahead and drop a link for us in chat. And you can give us a little spiel, too, if you want. Disarm. Yeah, there we go. Arwen found a sword. Shards of Narsil, what would be the odds? Robber's sword. Well, not great odds. No, I get that. And that's very gentlemanly of you that you didn't want to advertise without permission. Remind me, too. I would love to help promote that. It's a great looking book. It's a cool project. Cinco Play and I go way back. Went to kindergarten together. No, just kidding. But, oh, somebody here. Oh, it's just a gang of thieves. Get out of my face. Next time I encounter them, they're going to get smushed. Red's book? Oh, yeah, you got to do... my book is on Amazon. It's called The Last Stitch Goes Through the Nose. It's not a gaming book. It's a short novella. You should check it out. Magical realism. Book is about how society ostracizes people and how that is developed, especially in the young. It's not too hardcore. I have a friend who never cries, and she said she almost cried at the end of the book. So there's that. You gonna take it or leave it? Okay, search. There ought to be a thing here. There is a thing. Gimli found a door. Let's save it again. And do some... So based on our previous discussion, what I'm hearing is that if you want to play this without a guide, you've got to do sorry, I got a brain fart. You've got to you got to do the graphing. The graphing. Could not remember what I was trying to say. One more thiefy. Get out of here, thiefy. Magic drain. So another sword and shield. There's so much stuff down here. Let's use a couple of moddies because it's starting to get a little low on health-ish. Oh, and by the way, for those of you just joining us who haven't been following this playthrough previous, we used a Game Genie. Again, for time's sake, it took me 2 whole streams, so about 4 hours to do to get characters up to like a decent enough level just to get through level 1. And then that party was ruined. So then I was like, okay, we'll do half skis. And then that was ruined. Eventually, I teleported into Solid Rock and lost all my items, all my characters. Had to basically start over from scratch. And that was when I was like, okay, I don't think I want to, again, play this for the rest of the year. So we busted out the good old Game Genie. Came in handy. You need to take notes in a map. You'd have to go very slow and notes in map. That sounds like the only way to do it. I mean, people did beat this back in the day, right? Without the internet. So I can't think of another way to do it. But if we're not going to do that, this is the only way I can think of how to do it. I've seen you post that book before. We're going to have to get that. Do pick it up. 330 page retro magazine that celebrates the English-friendly Famicom games we never saw in the West. English-friendly Famicom games. Lots you could play without there being any English in them, right? But then some have got English in them. Let's see. You'll need all the NPCs and notes to understand what's expected of you. Yeah, finding all the NPCs and then interpreting some of them have very cryptic remarks too, right? With layouts inspired by, right? That's got to be a cell phone typo. Lots of scan ad stuff that didn't transform into review pages. Half the book is no Japanese required. The rest is help getting through the games that require some Japanese. Do you have a general... I know from being an author myself, this is a tricky question, but do you have a general ETA on when we might be able to see this? Sword is another katana, and Legolas, who had somebody else have a thing? This is a question mark shield. Not too worried about it right now. Let's just get further. Ye legendary Den of Thieves. Seems like a happy place. I thought that... Oh, it's dark in here. Hang on. I got spooked in the dock. I get spooked. Okay, there's an object up ahead, so I'm going to try and see if I can get to it. 1, 2, 3. Shimmering portal. Oh, this took us back up to level 1. Hey, that's handy, because I got to dump some of this stuff off. And uncurse and all that jazz. Lapis spine, a dagger. Probably not going to be worth a whole lot. Where in the dungeon is this? No. Oh, she used all of the Doom and Pick. He used all of his Doom and Pick. They can't Doom a Pick. He can't Doom a Pick. He can't do it. All right. I don't know where I am. So we'll try and see about getting to a familiar place, I guess. Oh, this is the starting area. Oh, cool. Glad that worked out. Let's get everybody's health back up. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so handy to have so many characters that can use this spell now. It's spooky at the start of the game when you don't have much good healing going on. Okay, stairs. Back to town. Wee, safety. Okay, we just had a bit editing milestone yesterday. The no Japanese required section is done. Well done. Congratulations. Editing's taking longer than originally expected. I was hoping to be able to crowdfund the first print run late summer or fall. Cool. All right, keep us all apprised, please. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I want to sell stuff. I'm going to get rid of some things. Blue candle's worth a lot. Okay, not there. Gimli. Sell this. Plate mail. Yep. I don't know what that is yet. Let's just go ahead and pay to identify it. Latumofis. I don't care. I don't care about that. And next one, Boromir has got the plate mail and a question mark shield of some kind. Padded target. Let me check. Let me consult this here. Shields. Shields. It is better than the heater shield. Is it? It seems like it's the same. We'll just go ahead and sell it. Okay, and then Gandalf has got... Oh, yes, the Ring of Froz. So that can only be used by mages. I don't plan to have a mage again. Would you, if it were you, would you sell the Ring of Froz? Or would you hang on to it? It seems like a cool item to just sell. But I don't know. Katana and the halberd. We got plenty of space now. Legolas can sell the Super Basher, Battle Axe, and a dagger. Okay. That's just pointless. Oh, yeah, and then we got to uncurse stuff, right? So the ruined flail is going to cost me. Yeah. Did it destroy it? Or it's just not there? Uncurse. Crested New and Petrified Demon, sure. Okay, I don't know what happened. Gimli. It's gone. Straight up gone. So that's weird because I uncursed stuff previously and it stayed. I was not aware that you could uncurse stuff and they would just evaporate. I don't understand Dragonfire. I'd sell it to safe keep it. I don't know. But unfortunately, those cursed items went kaput. So now I'm gonna have to get him some equipment because he's got nothing. But at least he's not cursed anymore. That's good. Okay, weapon. Let's see. Katana, Battle Axe, Morningstar, Halberd. I wish I hadn't sold that Halberd now. I wasn't anticipating all that going. Ooh, Sword of Fire. That sounds rad as heck. Okay, but would you sell the ring or would you keep the ring? I'd sell it to safe keep it. I don't understand. And then Sword of Fire. Maybe I should save money and not worry that much about it. We'll just go ahead and get him a halberd. Then call it a day. Halberd, armor, knights, leather gloves. Okay. And then let's recharge everybody's nappy time. So much experience points. Was that 6,728,749? We have not even made a dent in that. So I'm guessing that you normally would not hit level 30 on this game unless they start dropping a tremendous amount of stuff. Oh, create some mule characters to store golden items. That's not a bad idea, huh? Let me just do that then, because it is taking up space. We have got just the character too. Let's kick Arwen for now and add Frodo. And we'll go ahead and trade some stuff to him. Oops. Ring of Froz. Guessing I don't need the jeweled scepter anymore, so I will also give that to Frodo. And oh, we won't need this dagger. Okay, that's probably fine for now. We'll remove Frodo, and we'll get... Oh no, it's because Legolas is here, huh? We gotta strand him in the... Strand him out here first. And get everybody back. Members. Oh, we should make a Tom Bombadil at some point. I don't know. probably completely over making new characters in this. Make them neutral and they'll be fine. Okay, got it. So we took care of it. We're good. We're good. Now, well, we made it pretty far today, I want to say. Let's get further by... Now we can use a portal to get down there right away, looks like. So we'll just do that. Let me try and recall exactly how to get to that room. Okay, and... right here, this ought to be it. Shimmering portal. No. There we go. Okay. Back down to level 4. Now here, I think I'm facing south. Uh-oh. Okay, alright. I gotta use the zoom and pick. I don't know where I'm at. Oh, there. Okay. Oh, I thought I knew where I was. It was right there. It's right there. Oh, yeah, that's why. You got to push the button to open the door. Duh. Whoops. That's the fun part about streaming. You always do embarrassing stuff. Le Dombo and the thieves. You guys can just leave. Leave me. I love surprising monsters. This is my favorite thing. Look at those guys. Speaking of impressive sprites. Alright, we're already picking up new stuff. Oops. Black blade. That's cool. And a shield. Crested shield. Oh, hey, it's the same cursed thing. So, Gimli, you can have that again. That's the one that petrifies you, if I remember right. And then Arwen, let's see about this black blade. That is going to be... I think I bought a halberd. Looks like that's 2d4 plus 4. It is also cursed. Double damage to cleric. Regen -1. Invoke 0% paralyzes character. I think I'm good. I don't know if I want to mess with that. Not exactly sure how to handle these cursed items. Yeah, sure. Okay, petrified, and then we're gonna use Mahdi, take care of that. There we go. There's no minus sign on Gimli now either. All right. Let me see. Where are we going here? Oh, I cannot get to the other side of this map. Oh. Let me see. I can't get over there. We gotta use the elevator to get down here. So let me just get back up then. We did not need to come back down. Wait, am I going in circles here? Where the heck am I? Oh, I got turned all the way around. Turn all the way around. Okay. Here, right here. And then here, 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 here. Den of Thieves. Yeah. One, two, three. Shimmering Pool. Okay. We need to get to the elevator. Let me try and remember how to do that. Yeah. Okay, I remember. Oh, you know what? I really have not seen too many. Oh, thank goodness. Really have not seen too many pixelated enemies in the bottom floors. Seemed like the wider variety of pixelated enemies were up here on the first level, which is kind of strange. We were talking about this not too long ago that the pixelated effect on this is a little weird. I don't know if that effect quite landed to communicate what it means to communicate. Or is that a Wizardry thing? Did they do that on other Wizardries? Oh, too fast. Okay. I need to use the bag of tokens. Oh, yeah. Wrong way. Too many ways to use stuff. Wizardry 5. There we go. And then here, unidentified sprites. Yeah, you know, we figured that out. I want to say in the first stream, but I don't know how effective they are at communicating that. Is what I mean. It's yeah, Hercule, get out of here. Like, it's weird that you can encounter the Hercule beast previously, but then just now I encountered it again, and it's pixelated. And then, you know, like, it didn't seem like I was encountering as many pixelated enemies further down into the dungeons. Well, glad you checked out his book. It does look awesome, I must agree. This is not the spot. This is not the spot. We went to the wrong spot. It'll be up here. There we go. Okay, so then if I want to go all the way down to level 4, that's going to have to be D. No. Okay, there we go. I was like, I think that was a little too far. The long dungeon hall. Oh, they weren't kidding. That is a really long hall. A long haul. Get it, boy? That's a joke. I keep throwing them at you, and then it just fit through that little blue bonnet of yours. I feel like Foghorn Leghorn might have developed this game. Would not have put it past him. Now that there, I said, that there Wizardry 5, Heart of the Maelstrom, that is. It's got his brand of humor in here. There was a cleric we met yesterday, I want to say, Lord High and Mighty. Come on now, that's just silliness. 3 years is a labor of love project. Well, you have several people looking forward to it being done, so hopefully that fuels the last stretch here. I know it can be difficult to get over that last hump. But just think, it'll be done, and then when it's done, it's done. Okay. Hold up. I think I got turned around. Okay. Oh yeah, and I forgot to cast all my stuff. Leto feet and not Malor. Maporphic. And I can't remember the last one. That's protect and levitate. There was one for inspect or identify. What was that one called? I can't quite remember. Latumapic? That was it. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Latumapic. Also ready for it to be done? I hear that. I know the feels. Coming among those looking forward to it. Speaking of crazy names, reminded of Hyarola Kakamami from Snake's Revenge. Snake's Revenge? As if there was be anything silly in a Metal Gear game. Well, hey, somebody did something. It was a temporary redeemed arithmetician. Congratulations. Yeah, identify as removing the pixelation. I think you're right. That's still weird. Like if you see a bat, you should be able to tell what an identical bat looks like for that bat. I think I'm going backwards. But that's okay. We gotta accept what Wizardry says as it says it. Here we go. Okay, this thing. Yeah, I thought you arithmeticianed at the start of the thing. Oh, brother, Wizardry again? Yeah, see, these people are sick of this game. No, just kidding. This is the guy who loves this stuff. Okay, there's a pit trap up ahead, but don't worry. We'll be fine. Hey, don't go in there. It's dark. Oh, he can't tell two identical bats apart, but he can open a chest in the dark. Friggin' what? You gotta be kidding me with that. It's a good thing I'm level 30 because I have half a mind to be. Oops, that's not a good sign. Isn't it Madi? No, it's another one, isn't it? It's we have false arithmetician here, folks. That just means that he's bad at math. That's what it means, basically. Oh, it's D or die, right? There it is. I have the wrong thing. That one should be easy to remember because if somebody dies, you cast die on them. But then it doesn't make sense if you want to heal them all the way that you cast mud die. I don't know. Still struggling to find the exact logic here with spell naming. If anybody like knows of like the logic for spell names on this, I would be a mite curious to know. I would. Or with what? D or Cadorto. So Cadorto does something else. Does the thing. Raises character from ashes versus resurrect a dead character. Okay. So we've got two. We've got two. But what's remarkable also about this game is that you have got a load of difficulty in this game, even using Game Genie and maps and online guides. Still finding this to be a tough experience. And I get that that's gonna be relative a lot, but that skeleton sprite is really cool. Wow. That is a really cool sprite. Like, look at the cape on that thing. Some very impressive sprites in this. There we go. Fancy boy skeleton. Aragorn sees something. There's an old trunk marked DH. Sure, Aragorn got something. Find out what he got. Oh, a black cube. That's foreboding. Not sure if that's the right word, but it's the one that we're going to use. Oh, it's the battery that we needed. That was on a previous floor, if I remember right. So we'll try and go back for that. A beautiful woman in black stands before a foggy pool, willing to guess that this is also a censored sprite. Well, boys, how about a swim? The fee is, you got to pay for this? All right, Wizardry 5. She cracks her whip and laughs. Who will wade? Oh, shoot. I don't have the rubber ducky equipped. Oh, as long as they aren't lost? What does that mean? The lost status? Why didn't they just fly to Mordor with the eagles? Exactly. Which is a crazy question, because so I was listening to the audiobook for The Hobbit recently, and the eagles that save them from the wargs and trolls while the trees are on fire in The Hobbit. I think it was Gwaihir, Lord of the Eagles, actually says, we will not fly you any closer, to Mirkwood, because there are people with arrows who will shoot at us. And I'm not going to risk my folk landing over there. So that's it. Like, it's not going to fly. If we won't fly to freaking Mirkwood, they're not going to fly to Mordor. I don't know. If you could convince them, I guess, because they showed up for the battles. You just have to be like, hey, man, there's going to be battles, and they'll show up. Together, you'll have the opportunity to rescue people. And the eagles would be like, fine, that's great. Because I guess that whole thing, it doesn't hold a ton of water if they're like, well, they're super into self-preservation. Except, like hitting solid rock, loss happens if you fail to revive twice. Oh, boy. So there's Doom, and then Ashes, and then Lost. And Lost is just completely like permadeath. You can't do anything to that. Okay, I don't have the rubber ducky equipped, so I'm gonna have to put that on and then come back here. Methinks. So I'm not gonna risk that. She just took my money. That's fine. Who's got the rubber ducky? You're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Who has it? Oh, here we go. Legolas. Okay. Now. Yeah. Pay the thing again. Okay. Legolas. Oh, that is deep. Sure. Let's see what happens. Legolas enters pool. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lost some gold. Well, that's all right. Oh, lock babies. Nessie. Legend. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight poor Nessie. This feels wrong. This feels dramatically wrong. Okay, Gandalf. Time to bust out all this craziness. I'm going to cast... we'll do 2 Tilt-A-Waits. See if you can survive that round of jazz. I don't think they will. Yeah, woo! Straight on down the line. Nice. Okay, that was pretty good. And we got more than enough gold to cover the double dip there that we had to do. Legolas, it is a rainbow ray. You'd better double check, because that one was pretty stinky. We found a key and an armor. Boromir, go ahead and trade with Gandalf. Mace and a key. Gandalf, go ahead and identify the shield. Whoops. Armor. Mace. Key. Well, we've got another shiny chain. Oh, we got the skeleton key. So that I will go ahead and take back to... it was a door that had... It was a door that had a skeleton face on it. We could teleport there. Anybody want to try that? Try that again. Let me see. Shiny chain is pretty good, actually. Better than chainmail. I'm going to put that on. Okay. This is a long hike back. But it should not be too... Oh, hang on. I see something. I see something here. Nice little shortcut. Okay. And that takes us all the way back here. Now, to get to the other side, I'm going to have to go up to level 1, and then we'll use the portal. I think that's right. Uh-oh. I wasn't supposed to do this fight. Hopefully, yeah, nothing crazy happened. Okay, now to get over to where that is, consult my map here. Somebody did all the graphing for me, so I don't gotta worry too much. No, that was wrong. Did I do that right? I don't think I did that right. I think I did that wrong. Yep, I did that wrong. Even with a map, I'm still getting lost. Well, there it is. That's it. Baron, you're right about the identify spell. That was totally it. Oof, Rainbow Ray. Oh, Jack Sling, why you gotta do this to me? Okay, it's with Wizardry experience, getting lost even with the map. You know, as soon as I saw the first map on this game and saw the tiny single space doors all stacked up against each other, I was just like, that's super confusing to look at. Super confusing. Shivering Portal. And I have a bad time with this, so let me see. Oh, I'm going to use that. Longsword. And do my pick. Okay, we're facing the right direction. You know what? You guys just get out of my face. Okay, we're back down here to level 4. Now here, I would like to go all the way down skis. Almost looked like Firebrand. Figby Fist. Figby Fist. Got another flail. Medusa! Don't look at her. Don't look her right in the mandibles. Magic Drain. Lots of armors and shields dropping here. What is with all the fights? So many fights. Yo. It's a lot of fights. A lot of fights and a lot of items. Every single room? Really? Oh, I got lazy. I didn't want to fight him. Oh, just mash the A button. Turbo controller, where are you? Rainbow Ray. That's the one that I don't like. I don't... Oh, it says Jack Sling now. No. I think it's Rainbow Ray. Thank goodness. Okay. And then it's going to be over here. Shoot! Oh, no. You don't like how they slide off the screen when they die? Exit the stage right. So here's the deal. Here's the deal, y'all. I uncursed the petrified demon, and I don't have it anymore. It disappeared. Oh my gosh. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. If I was to use Malor. Okay, walk me through using Malor. If we just warp to the other side of this wall, what's the worst that could happen? We can have literally everybody just destroyed instantly. But the alternative is going back up to level 3 again and doing all that over again. I really don't know. I really don't know about doing all that. Katana, scale mill, target shield. Oh, he couldn't use the knight's shield? Gimli. He's got a lot going on there. Sword knights. Armor of knights. Knight's shield. There we go. Oh my gosh. Wizardry! Wizardry! Every time 3 o'clock rolls around, I'm just like, I can't believe, like, just gave myself an extra 30 minutes of this game by doing one simple thing. I uncursed the cursed thing, and then that's bad. All right, y'all got any tips on using Malor, the teleport spell? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to hoof it back. And like, do I have that in me today? The guide said, so I'm not using a guide. I'm using a map. The map showed that I needed to use this right here. And I did use it, and I did not remember that you basically have to reuse all items, unless it's the soda, to get through again. Unless there's something here that I can just get through. But it looks like I need to get the demon thing again, so... yeah. It might be a quick party wipe, and then that's more time lost. Unless there's like a super reliable way to use it. I don't know. Like if we've got exact coordinates and everything like that. Like I'm using, I've got a coordinate guide open, but I'm not sure exactly how it works. Right? Like it said east, north, and then east, north, and then down. Down, I'm guessing, is the floor or the level. And then east and north should give us a grid coordinate. But the coordinates guide looks like it's got west, south, east, and north references. So I don't know. I really don't know. We're just gonna have to suck it up. That's a little sketchy. Dang, what a bummer. What a bummer. Okay, let me think about this. So how am I gonna do this? I need to get back to floor 1, and then from floor 1 take the elevator down to level 3. No, floor 1 to level 2, then 2 to 3. Did I gain any trust points by not trying to coax you into teleport? I almost read that as coax. Sure, you could have a quarter of a trust point. It's like Wizardry though; you don't need too many to before you get beefy on trust points again. Golly, I don't know. I really don't know. This could be really bad. This could be really good. I might just call it for the day. Maybe I'll pick this up and start. I'll pick this up off stream and start the stream tomorrow without it, because trying to get back here to this again. Yeah, I don't know. I'm super unsure. Save states. He just goes, save states. Like that helps us at all. It flat out doesn't. I just go back to 3. It's far too risky at this junction to try and malure without exact understanding of the spell and reflexes on the reset. Yeah, like I could stand right next to it and it would still do nothing. You know what? I'm going to take back that quarter trust point just for the save states moniker. This guy who is like constantly advocating for cheating. I'm using a game genie. What do you want? Yeah, that's what's going to happen is I'll do it off screen because I don't want to subject you guys to me yoitzing around back through the first stage again. I can't believe that. Can't believe it. What a pain in the neck. As I previously uncursed a weapon and it didn't disappear or anything like that. It was not gone. It was not anything. But this time when I uncursed weapons, it just flat out disappeared. It evaporated. So I was not anticipating that happening. But that's the way that it goes sometimes. That's wizardry. I'm guessing that's the common refrain, right? Well, folks, that's gonna be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Aloha Friday. It won't be so bad. It'll be a great day. We'll have a good time. Bring snacks, things like that. Thanks for all your help today. We did quite a bit of progress though, so that feels good. Hopefully, maybe halfway through the game now. I don't know. Little setbacks like this where I don't have a key item anymore. That takes time. But it's all we can do. So until then, auf Wiedersehen. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good one. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.